Academic interventions are required because the solution starts when we start debating openly. Our perceptions are something which are very personal to us and they can be colored. But our perspective is based on multi-360-degree approach, where we understand the point of view of everybody else. So in a debate, nobody is wrong and nobody is right. Many times, what you seek to listen may not be answered. And what is answered is what you hope for. And if that be the approach, the people who are watching from outside and people who will come in the next edition or the research scholars will also get some food for thought. Because everything is solved in the seminar hall, that there is no point of policymakers, leaders, academicians, research scholars. Problem existed in this world many moons ago. Problem will exist in this world many moons later. But we'll always talk about solution. When we come to a solution, and Dr. Pradeep, thanks to you, what you mentioned, Peter Senge's sixth law says, the problems of today are the solution of the past. That's very true. Because when you come to a solution after a conflict, it means somebody has compromised. Compromise means that somebody is not ready to accept it. And if those people become stronger, later on, they will not agree and they will be formed. And new series of negotiations will start. So, civilizations, people, society are always engaged in finding answers to complex questions. And northeast of India, where I started my childhood, especially in the state of Manipur, to understand the society, either you have to live there, or you have to read about it, or you have to interact with people to understand their point of view. Anybody who decides for people without understanding will never find right answer. In this world, right and wrong is blurred. So, thank you very much for that wonderful narrative of yours. And I think you covered everything. And yes, I do understand the limitation because it is and you use the word perspective and not perception. And I'm so glad that you mentioned it time and time again. And also now I'll thank the Vice Chancellor. Sir, thank you very much for extending the duration of our MOU till 2027. I believe we are soldiers. We learn daily because soldiering is something which cannot be complete by having a scholarly attitude or approach. If we don't indulge in research, in knowing the people, the society, we'll never be able to improve ourselves. And constantly a soldier tries to improve and improve and improve. World over, we in men in uniform who come from all walks of society will be criticized, will be told, because when you wield gun and when you are told to perform a particular task, your task may not be amenable to one or the other. But nevertheless, you follow your dharma and you do what is right. So, we carry the seminar next year, multiple interventions ahead. And I'm sure that through our interaction, we will be able to find some answers and we'll be able to talk. In UK, when you discuss and debate and many seminars, so there is a Chatham House rule. So Chatham House rule means that we all are in one enclosed room and we talk our hearts out. And we listen to the most difficult debate. And we are not able and we are not allowed to discuss outside the room. Because when you are in the glare of camera and our friends from media, every word you say from a position of responsibility will be grilled. And language is such a wonderful thing that you falter one word, it will be taken into a different context. But when we discuss one-to-one, we come out with a different narrative. Because we don't feel being judged. But in spite of that, when we have programs like these programs allow us to give a perspective and hear your perspective. So all those who ask questions, thank you very much. I think some answers are hidden in our questions only. And also for enlightening us in a very short duration of I think about 50 seconds about from 1883 onwards till the present institution in Myanmar, Dr. Pradeep Kojam, okay, he gave us a narrative summary of the entire problem in Myanmar. Everything has been spoken about. I have a script with me, but I don't know should I stick to the script, because script is thanking everybody, the problem with Myanmar, what is our interest, what China's interest is there, how things will evolve. Everything has been spoken about. My only thing is there that we should not fear to face hard questions. We should not fear to discuss openly. We should not fear to understand. And then only we will be able to stand tall and find a solution. Men in uniform are the tools of a nation to take the policy in the security domain ahead. That is our limitation. Okay, in doing so, we try and interact with the society, because society is nothing but part of us. When I go out on leave, I am a mother's son, I become a total civilian, because there is where I find my freedom. When I come back, I don the skin of mine. I am conscious of the fact that I have to behave in a particular manner. And then my job becomes much more difficult. And that is why soldiers down the ages, anywhere, are always, in many societies, are looked up to. Especially in the Assam Rifles, which is a force, especially in respect of Northeast, as mentioned by Dr. Pradeep Kojam again, that our legacy started basically from 1835, post the Yandabo Treaty with Burma, British and Burma. We were known as Kachar Navy, we are part of Manipur Rifles also, we are part of Naga Hill Military Police, we are also known as Lusha Hill Military Police. Then after World War I, we are known as Assam Rifles. Assam Rifles soldiers were all trained by Gurkha regiments. The Gurkhas were an integral part of Assam Rifles. Assam Rifle evolved from the British Indian Army. Post-independence were part of Ministry of External Affairs, deployed in Nepal. We faced the first brunt of the Chinese onslaught because of Assam Rifles' two geographies of India. Tawang and Vijayanagar is part of India, because the first flag in Tawang was hoisted by a son of Manipur, a Tangul Naga Major Bob Katik, in 1951, with 5 Assam Rifles. Major General Goraya, who took an expedition on elephants to a far-flung area where we got information that Yobins, or Lishus as they call them, a tribe from far-flung Yunnan province, was coming inside the territory. He went inside there, hoisted Indian flag and called it Vijayanagar after his son. Thereafter, as security situation evolved, we got involved into internal security situation. And most recently, our mandate is Indo-Myanmar border. Yes, our Indo-Myanmar border is a point of contention because it is porous. 1,643 people. Border guarding battalions, I just collect the figure. Today, as of today, we have 46 battalions. 4 battalions are in Jammu and Kashmir along with the sector. And we have nearly around 20 battalions deployed on Indo-Myanmar border. So any force which is deployed ahead has to secure its line of communication. You understand the foliage, the challenges you face. Yes. And that is why the FMR was scrapped and FMR was enforced. Every nation deserves the right to know who's coming inside this country. Nobody is allowed in the borders of India illegally. FMR was the new FMR. It is a Government of India initiative, which no government has ever done. Now, we want to formalize how many people are coming. From 31st December, we have mapped 42,000 people coming from across here. And biometrics have been taken. The biometrics have been shared with all the agencies. The Aadhaar card, the UDI, the ID, everything. Now we have some library. And in doing so, when the fence book comes, where we are the net security providers against all the challenges, and also now that the state of Mizoram also have by and large agreed to construction of fence, and Manipur in the southern international border, the fence work is happening and progressing. We are sure that when the fence comes, definitely it will add to one more line. And with time, lessons will be learned. We'll improve ourselves in border management, and we will ensure and try and ensure, because even the wall of Berlin could not prevent flow of people from East Germany to West Germany. Nobody, even the Great Wall of China could not stop the Mongols fencing across Indo-Pakistan border. And 16 Corps commander is sitting right here, who was instrumental in managing the line of control, the most, and during his time, God knows sir, how many people he must have down. So wherever there is, and today with artificial intelligence, with technology coming in, with integration of everybody, everything together, in years ahead, we'll become better. But remember, the story between hunted and the hunter. So when you derive one thing, the second mechanisms come up, and this game keeps on going on. But let me assure you, all of you present out here, that we stand committed to the people of the state of Manipur where I am standing today and people of Northeast. Also, I like to tell you, we are the largest net blood donor in entire Northeast. So, if you say so, then we are blood brothers because our soldiers' blood runs in the veins of citizens of Northeast. Another thing, we have nearly 2,800, nearly 3,000 Meghri soldiers serving in Assam Rifles. They are the only one who are also there in Myanmar border. They are in Churachandpur. They are everywhere. And we have cookie soldiers who are also serving. So, as far as we are concerned, we fear none and we favor nobody. And we'll continue to do so. And through you, we'll look for support, sir. Please tell us. And we are willing to hear. Because for you are our people and we come from you. So after this wonderful discourse by Professor Das and also words of wisdom, sir, from you and wonderful questions from all our friends there.
Sri Gaurachandra.